Tonight, Silent Hour takes you into horror that doesn't just shock, it leaves you rattled to your core.
Farmer's daughter, take one.
First, a group of filmmakers find themselves trapped in a nightmare where survival becomes a fight against something far darker. Then we enter a home where a family's twisted desires turn their blood-soaked house into a place of terror. And finally, we meet a killer whose violent obsession knows no bounds, leaving only death in his wake. These aren't just films, they're gut-wrenching nightmares. Like, subscribe and share with other horror lovers, because we're there before even fear begins. Number 7. X 2022. A film crew, a remote Texas farm, and a secret so twisted it'll haunt you long after the credits roll. That's X.
Would you like to come inside?
It's 1979, and a group of filmmakers heads out to a rundown farm in Texas to make an adult film. The kind of project they hope will get them fame, fortune, or at least pay the bills.
I don't want to have to wear a hard hat to make a living. Do you?
I don't know. Does it matter?
They rent the property from an elderly couple, and at first glance everything seems okay. A little odd, but okay. But the thing is, you can feel something's off. Like, the air around the place is heavy.
I don't think I like you, Wayne. I don't much like the looks of none of y'all. And my wife is next door, so I would appreciate a little discretion.
The couple, especially Pearl, has this unsettling vibe, like they're hiding something, like they're watching, judging. And when night falls, oh, it gets so much worse. What makes X hit differently is the way it blends straight-up slasher chaos with this deeper story about aging, obsession, and jealousy. You're not just scared, you're uncomfortable. It's the kind of horror that makes you squirm because it's not just about blood and guts, though there's plenty of that. It's about us, about what we fear most, getting old, being forgotten, losing control. And Mia Goth, absolute legend. She plays both the young, fiery Maxine and the tragic, terrifying Pearl. And let me tell you, it's seamless. You won't even believe it's the same actress. Her performance adds this layer of emotional weight that hits you when you least expect it. The kills? Oh, they're gnarly. The kind of brutality that makes you want to look away but keeps pulling your eyes back. And the whole vibe? Think the Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets Boogie Nights, with just a splash of art house. So yeah, X isn't just another extreme slasher. It's got grit, heart, and a whole lot of madness, but unfraternally forgotten. Now, have you seen it yet, or are you adding it to your must-watch list? Silent Hour needs to know, because this one will mess with your head in the best way.
Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Number 8. Frontiers, 2007. Oh, you think you've seen Brutal? Frontiers laughs at your idea of brutal. This French horror gem from 2007 doesn't just push boundaries, it bulldozes right through them. The story kicks off with a group of young friends on the run after a robbery gone wrong. They're desperate, scared, and looking for a safe hideout. But where do they end up? A remote inn run by a family that makes the Texas Chainsaw Massacre clan look like amateurs. This isn't just a slasher, it's a full-throttle descent into madness. Nazis, cannibalism, torture, it's all here and none of it holds back. The family that runs the inn has a sick, twisted agenda, and our protagonists are thrown into a nightmare they couldn't have imagined in their worst dreams. The gore, relentless. The tension, unbearable. And the atmosphere, so oppressive it feels like you're suffocating right alongside the characters.
J'ai bloqué, merde!
Allez!
But here's the thing. It's not just shock for shock's sake. There's a raw intensity in Frontiers that hits deeper than most extreme horror. So, if you're into films that hit like a freight train and leave you questioning your life choices afterward, this one's waiting for you. Or maybe you've already braved it. Either way, Silent Hour is dying to hear your thoughts. Did it leave you as shaken as it left us?
Mettre en dégraissage.
Michael Myers, the face of fear, the legend of Halloween. And Michael's promise? It's not just another flimsy hoodie that fades after a few washes. Every stitch is made to last, just like Michael's promise. The fear, the thrill, the legend. When you wear it, you're not just staying warm. You're carrying the legend, all in one, cozy, durable, eco-friendly. Today only, 10% off. Michael Myers' promise is waiting for you. Link in description.
Number 9. Pieces, 1982.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Some movies entertain, but then there are those rare horror films that stay with you long after the credits roll. Pieces is exactly that kind of movie. A chilling blend of mystery, suspense, and sheer terror that grabs hold of you and doesn't let go. It starts with an unforgettable, heart-pounding moment. A young boy working on a seemingly innocent puzzle. But when his mother walks in and reacts violently, everything spirals into a horrifying tragedy. That scene alone sets the tone for the chaos to come. Fast forward years later, and a college campus is gripped by fear as a series of gruesome murders unfold. These aren't just random acts of violence. The killer is taking pieces from each victim, piecing together something far darker than anyone could imagine. What makes Pieces so effective isn't just the shocking moments, it's the suffocating sense of dread that hangs over every scene. The campus, a place of learning and laughter, becomes a stage for terror, where every shadow feels menacing, every stranger feels dangerous. You find yourself holding your breath, wondering who the next victim could be, or who the killer might be hiding among. By the time the killer's twisted identity is revealed, it's not just the gruesome imagery that stays with you. It's the unnerving realization of how far some horrors can go.
Oh dear, sir, you made me jump.
And the ending? Let's just say it's the kind of conclusion that makes you sit there, stunned, even as the screen goes dark. Pieces is not for the faint of heart. It's raw, unrelenting, and unforgettable. But if you love a horror film that challenges your nerves and keeps you on edge, this one's for you. Don't just watch it, experience it. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this episode. Share them in the comments below, and remember, the comment with the most likes will be crowned the bravest soul of this episode. We know YouTube has its limits, so if you're craving more brutal and uncensored horror content, don't forget to check us out on Rumble. Trust us, you won't want to miss it. And to everyone watching, we have a big favor to ask. Join us on Instagram. That's where we post exclusive trailers and sneak peeks before they hit YouTube. Your support there means the world to us, so please give us a follow. To all our loyal fans, you are the beating heart of Silent Hour. A massive thank you for your unwavering support. A special shout out to Mike Bassett for joining our Silent Hour community. Welcome aboard. And of course, a heartfelt thanks to Silent Hour guardian, Diddy Criffield. Your support keeps us going. And don't forget, be unique, be bold, and be you.